Man, your Celtics just continue to dominate the news for better, sometimes for worse.
We beat the
We're about
Lakers.
to discuss that. You killed the Lakers last night. Are you impressed?
Summer League. We expect to do
Summer
that.
Yeah.
I could have went out there and got a bucket.
You know what? You might have gotten.
I could have got a bucket on the Lakers. It looked easy. It looked easy.
The Lakers lose every. Bijan there. They've lost every summer league game by like a lot.
What do you want me to do, Skip?
Nothing.
Ain't
Nothing
nothing
at
I
all.
can do.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, back to those Celtics. Jaylen Brown, Finals and Conference Finals MVP, of course, was in the front row last night at the Lakers-Celtics Summer League game. And he got caught on camera saying to his girlfriend, Angel Reese, who were sitting beside him, Bronny's not a pro. Bronny was in the midst of another bad shooting night. He hit one late mid-range jumper that gave him 2 total points on 1 of 5 shooting. Now in 4 Summer League games, Bronny is 7 for 31. That's 23%. And scarier, he's 0 for 15 from 3. Later on X, Jaylen Brown tried to soften what he had said on camera by tweeting, "It's a flex to have your son alongside you in the NBA. It reflects greatness and longevity. Bronny has all the tools around him to be successful. I look forward to watching his growth." Okay, Paul, your reaction to what Jaylen Brown said at the game and he tweeted.
You know the unfortunate thing about this, Skip? This wasn't a public statement.
It was not.
And unfortunately that...
Although it was semi-public.
You know, it's just like me and Keyshawn saying something right here and I'm telling him something, but the next thing you know, somebody pick it up. You know, this is just a conversation. That's his opinion. You know, and he's entitled to his opinion. I mean, this guy just won a championship, Finals MVP, but he's going off what he's seen. You know, obviously, Bronny Jr. has a lot of work to get to the point where he wants to be a contributor on the Lakers, obviously. I mean, I don't look at Summer League, and I've said this, I've seen it year in and year out, Skip. Summer League is really not an indicator of who somebody really can be. Because I feel like, for the most part, Summer League is for, like, stars or potential stars. You know, you as a role player, you really can't show who you really are. You know, for the most part. I mean, he's missed some open shots, yeah. I mean, he just got to continue to work on it. But it's just hard to really tell because I've seen guys who I thought would be superstars and then didn't even make it past training camp. Then I've seen guys that just came out of nowhere and all of a sudden in the rotation. So, I mean, I don't really take a lot of stock in Summer League, but you would like to see some positive signs of something. And you know, right now, Bronny's confidence is down. It's clear. You know, I said that before this last game. He has to find his confidence. And in order to do that, you got to go back and watch tapes like when you played well, whether it be in college, high school, wherever that is, pickup game. What did you do right in those games that made you feel the way you feel and produce the way you produced? So, you know, that's all it is, you know, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. Yeah, Jaylen Brown said, you know what, truthfully, I'm not a really good lip reader. Maybe he said it, maybe he not. Maybe he didn't. You know, I'm not really good at lip reading.
Yeah.
I mean, we can assume that he said that, but if he said that, you know, that's his opinion. I'm sure he's not the only one in that building who feels the same way.
He is not the only one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's probably some guys on this team, you know, when I look at these guys that come off the bench who are being more productive than Bronny saying, you know, I should be ahead of him or something like that.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I have, you know, I don't know what Jaylen Brown said. You know, I'm just giving my personal opinion about where Bronny is right now in his professional career.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. Because I didn't hear the audio. I'm assuming there was no audio. I'm not a lip reader, Skip, but I'm gonna go with the rest of the narrative that's being said. That Jaylen Brown, I'm just gonna go with that Jaylen Brown said to LeBron James.
But you know what? He didn't deny it in the tweet after.
He did not deny it.
He didn't deny that. So he, you know, so it could be possible.
But you know me, I'm always trying to make it as light as possible and easy as possible on him, Skip, right?
Yep.
No one is gonna feel about Bronny the same way his father and his camp feels about his ability to play professional basketball. Nobody's gonna feel that way. I don't care what Rob Pelinka says. I don't care what J.J. Redick says. I don't care what Nate McMillan, anybody, Scotty Brook, none of them. They're not going to ever feel the same way Pops feels. So you're going to always have naysayers about his ability. Because what are we waiting for? We're waiting for him to show us something that makes us go, oh, okay, cool. We can't keep looking at air balls being shot from the three in what is he, 0 of 15 from three, and saying, well, he's a 3 and D guy.
14. Yeah.
Is it 0 of 14 or 0 of 15? I think it might be 15, Skip, to be honest with you.
12, 3, 15.
Yeah, 0 and 15, right?
Yes, you're right.
So we can't keep saying he's a 3 and D guy when you look like you getting ready to go 0 for 40 in the summer league. That's what it looks like.
Yep.
What he has to do is a lot what Paul is saying. Keep hacking at it. Don't get discouraged. Don't go out on the court and feel like you don't belong. Just keep hacking at it. Some things will fall for you. Okay, when that is, I don't know. But he's got some potential to do something. What that something is, I don't know. But he's got to start, though. If he wants to change this narrative about he's not a pro, then it's got to change. It's got to change because, again, however many games they got left, he's got to start knocking down shots. He can't be afraid to take shots. He's got to do those things. And, you know, it may just be in his head that he's not getting it done, his psyche, and he needs to find the right rhythm to get it done. Now, I'm not going to make excuses for him. That's why I say he hadn't done anything yet to convince me he belongs. But I'm willing to give him the opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not really, I'm willing to give him the opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm willing to give him that opportunity. He's just got to, you know how it is. It's just one of those deals, Skip, you got to, at this point, man, to get these people off your back, whether you like it or not, you got to start to show something. You just have to, because when we looking at the other guy and connect, he starts off struggling, and all of a sudden he just knocking them down with ease.
Yep.
You know, and so, and I think Bronny eventually will. I think he will.
But that's not the player he is. You know, Connect is a scorer.
He is.
You know, he's a natural born scorer.
But we being sold, though, as a 3 and D guy. That's what they sold us on.
Yeah, so he got to be a star in his role. You know, and that's going to be a terminology you're going to hear all through in basketball.
Yeah.
So be a star defensively. Be a star. I like to see him on the ball a little bit more, though, because he's the littlest guy out there.
He is.
He is.
Oh, he is.
He is. He looks small. That's the first thing I thought yesterday. I'm like, man, he's little out there.
Yeah,
like, why do they keep running him to the corner? Let him set the offense up.
Well, they running him to the corner because they say he's a knockdown shooter.
Put
That's
the ball
what
in
they
his
said,
hands. Let him use some athleticism. Let him push the ball. Let him do something else, but just not stand in the corner.
And then you got, you know, it's just I feel bad for him. I really do, Skip, because he didn't deserve this criticism that he's continuing to get. He didn't ask for it. All he wants to do is play basketball.
Yeah. Which is why it's tearing me apart watching his games. They're getting harder and harder to watch because I am pulling for him. I still believe he's made of the right stuff. I'm maybe clinging desperately to the notion that if you put him with better players, he'll look better.
That's the same way I feel.
And to your points, Paul Pierce, Dalton Connect is made for the summer league because it's just green light, no conscience, just jack it up, go. It's attack mode for everybody on the floor because everybody's trying to make a statement in a brief amount of time. You're playing for your life. You got to show out as quickly as you can show out. And Dalton Connect is not afraid to shoot it. And if he misses one, it doesn't bother him a bit because it's going up quick. Mm-hmm. And it's about attack mode. So back to Jaylen Brown. If he did say that, and I'm pretty sure he did say that, I get it. I get it because this is his first glimpse. He's sitting courtside. He's seeing it firsthand. You talk about how both of you talk about how sometimes you're on the sideline watching something.
Take 2 seconds.
Yeah, and it's just like it hits you right between the eyes, and it's like larger than life when it's so different than watching it on TV. And all of a sudden, Jaylen Brown just turns and maybe he's trying to impress the ladies beside him, like, oh, he's not a pro. Okay, I get that. It's just a flash judgment off a few minutes of summer league action. But I must admit, I have gone from trying to evaluate Bronny as how good can he be, how quickly, to can he play? Can he play? I'm just looking for, like you, I'm looking for now for more flashes of can he play?
Yeah.
Because the most troubling thing of all, I've watched 4 full games now, and he shot a total of 6 free throws. He's 3 of 6 from the free throw line. That's what's troubling to me, because there is